So here we go. Hello, YouTube. This afternoon, I'm gonna discuss a little bit with my friends about education. I'm here with Anna, Miley, Samia, Robert, and Fern. I already introduced myself, so I'm gonna ask Samia. Can you talk a little about yourself, please?
Yeah, so my name is Samia. I'm from Teresina, Piauí. I'm an English student. I study English at the university, and I'm here because I want to practice more and practice more my speaking skills. So nice to meet you guys.
Thank you, Samia. Can you choose the next person?
Yeah, so go ahead for.
Yeah, my name is Fer. I live in state of Rio de Janeiro, small town called Montevideo, but my hometown it's Maceió. But I live there because of my job. I work for Federal Court of Justice. I love so much practice English here in this place because you can develop a lot your English, your speak, your listen. Yeah. Talk it's a good place for you practice your English. And you, Ana Ferreira, could you introduce yourself for us?
Okay, good afternoon, guys. My name is Ana Paula. I live in São José do Rio Preto, São Paulo. My city is countryside. In my state, I have been retired since 2020. I worked as a chemistry teacher. So I have been married for 33 years. So in my free time, I like to study English, to ride a bike, to dance flamenco. And I am here on TNT because I want to improve my English. That's it. Mirley, would you introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Miley. I speak from Nanuque, Minas Gerais. It's a small town nearby. I think I'm close to Sarah. She said that she speaks from South Bahia. I'm an architect. I am 22 years old. I have 3 dogs. They may make some sound in the background. And I'm here to improve my English skills. I've been learning English for a while. And I hope I can do that every week here on TNT.
I hope we come back. Mila, I'm just gonna say something, tell you something. Your audio is a little, it's cutting a little. I don't know why. Maybe you could try to leave and then come back to see if your sound you get better. I will accept you, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so Robert, could you can go now.
Okay, I live in São Paulo. I'm married. I have 4 daughters, 3 kids. The oldest daughter is adult. I work with 3D modeler for VR gaming and metaverse. And I improve my English here with the beautiful peoples.
Thank you for the compliments. We are flattered. So guys, I'm gonna start with the first question. As usual, I'm gonna answer and then choose the next person so the conversation can flow a little better. So the first question is about what was your favorite subject in school and why? So the subjects we had like chemistry, math, and this kind of things. I'd say it was Portuguese and literature because I always like to read, to write, to like something similar what the Obama said, like imagine myself in the stories, to try to understand the time and how people used to behave at that time. So I really like these subjects at school. And I had good grades. So it was a, it's a good reason for you to like a subject when you feel like you learn, you have a good grades, and you feel I'm good at that. So that's something that keeps you motivated, and that's why it was my those were my favorite subjects when I was at school 10 years ago. Oh my God, it was 10 years ago. How about you, Anna?
Oh, in my case, my favorite subject was math and chemistry. So I've always liked to study about numbers and experiments. And so that's it. When I finished my high school, I studied at college food engineer. I've always wanted to study about engineer. So that's it. How about you, Robert?
My favorite is mathematics. When I discover the first time the first and second degree equations, you know, this shake my mind, and today I in my work the tools, the background, the tools using second degree equations, first degree equations. I use the Blender. It's a software for 3D modeling. In the background in this software, you use this application. And you, Samia?
Well, when I was a elementary school student, my favorite subjects were physics ed, and also English. English because I thought it was awesome talking in another language, learning a different language from Portuguese, and physics ed because I thought, okay, I could run, I could play with my friends, and I could play a lot of sports such as badminton, dodgeball. So it was really fun. And also because in physics ed we didn't have like homework to do, to write things down on my notebook. So that's why physics ed and English were my favorite subjects. I think it's now Mirley turn. First question: what was your favorite subject in school and why?
Okay, go ahead.
When I was in school, I loved history and biology, art. I think that's history and art are the main reasons why I chose architecture as a bachelor. But I also loved math, although I'm not very good at it. And yeah, I think history, literature, and art and biology were my favorite. Do I have to choose the next person?
Yeah, it's first time.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Mirley.
Hello, guys. My favorite subject, it's I don't like I might as well mathematics, but I remember in my middle school I had a three options for me to study a foreign language. The first option, English. I hate English at the moment because I guess English is so very complicated because pronunciation. Spanish, I guess, so very boring because so very similar Portuguese. So I resolved to study French. French, it's amazing because at the time, when you can talk in French, so very fashion, oh my gosh. But mathematics, for me, it's my favorite subject, I think. But I love so much to study English or French at the time. But the time modify, the time fly, with the time your mindset modify as well. Because I can see how important for everyone study English, because the world talking English like second language. If you will go to the Asia, the people speak English. If you go like second language, if you will go to the South America, the people speak English like second language. So very important and necessary.
So I'm assuming you like English now because you're here, and that's great. You should come to the French meetings. It's Mondays and Thursdays. We have some immersions in French. Can you listen?
Yeah. But
Okay.
but in my case, when I remember I used to live in Europe. I can talk a little in French, but I could develop a lot my Spanish because I used to live in Madrid for 2 years.
That's awesome. I want to meet the Europe one day. I hope. Let's go to the second question, shall we? So I wanna start with Samia. Can you read and answer it, please?
Why do you study? How's your relationship with studies? Well, I studied because I really love. I want to be a clever person, and also because I need. So if I don't study, I won't achieve my goals. So that's why, because I love, because I need. I think nowadays it's really pleasure for me studying because now I know how to study, because when I was younger, uh, when I had to study something, it was like something really bad for me, because it was really tough in the past. But nowadays, I'm more mature. I know how to study, so it's really good. And yeah, I really love I study different things. Not only things about English, but about history, biology, science. I think it's cool when you know uh, much things about different subjects. So yeah, I can tell you guys that my relationship with studies is really cool. And how about you, Anna?
Me too. I agree with you. I think it's very important to study, and I study because I love studying too. So in my life, I studied a lot because in my profession, I need to be prepared to teach my students. And so at the moment, I am retired, and I study English every day because I like to study English, and I like to study other things too. And my relationship with the study is very good, very good. I study because I really like studying. How about you, Per?
Exactly like you guys. I think the study it's the most thing more important in my life. I've never left studying. I even though I'm very old man, I never have left study. I always all the time study. I love so much read a lot. I love so much know new things. Uh, for me, it's so very important because you gain a lot your awareness. You gain a lot information about something new. You all the time you figure out something new in your life. You study for me something so very amazing. I don't know. I don't can imagine because I can't imagine how be the life without study.
Yeah.
All the time my life it's my life specialize my life all the I transform my life in the eternity study. And you,
I
Sarah?
I really liked your answer. It's like this this is my reason for learning to like I really enjoyed the experience of I don't know about this, but I'm gonna study, and after a while, I'm gonna be able to read this. I'm gonna be able to understand that, you know. So this feeling of discovery, because it's a discovery when once you have this chance to develop a new skill or to know a new language, to train, to improve yourself. So that's why I really like studying. Just a second, guys. I'm gonna ask Millie to answer the question, and I'm gonna come back because Bruna asked for help in the other room. Okay, so Millie, you can you can answer the question for now, and I'm gonna be back in a while. Just 5 minutes.
So I, like Sarah, I really like the idea of discovering new things. I'm always learning something new. I have a lot of hobbies. Now as an architect, I'm doing my postgrad, and it's in a field that's really challenging for me. It's in technology, and I'm learning about a type of software that we use in construction. And for me, every time I have to learn about a new subject, I find it really exciting. But I also, like Samia said, when I was younger, I had really a lot of trouble getting myself to study. And now that I'm older, I'm wiser, and I know how to study. I know that I have a little. I find it very hard to pay attention to classes, so I have to learn by reading. If I have a material to read, I'll be fine. But if I have to watch a 5-hour class, for me, it's horrible. So now that I'm older and getting wiser, I think I'm not that old, but I think I'm getting to know myself and learn how to learn. I guess. What about you, Robert? How do you feel about studies?
Excuse me,
I
Mario. Excuse me, but impossible understand you because your audio is so very bad.
I'm back now. I was helping the other guys. Sorry for the interruption. So where are we? Who is answering the question?
Robert.
I
me.
answered that. Robert.
I love learning all things about my job, of course. And the second thing is English, of course, because the best tutorials is in English. The best technology is in English. In 3D, all things is in English. That's it. I love things about my job and English. And you, the next is Anna, or not?
We are in the third question or the second one?
Finish the second.
Okay, so go ahead.
Now we are going to answer question number 3.
Yeah.
Anna, you can do your
Okay.
answer.
Okay.
Thank you.
What do you think of the idea of all education being online? So I disagree with this idea because I think there are a lot of courses. It's necessary to have a class face-to-face. So, but there are other courses. It's possible to have all classes online. For example, in our case, in my case, I started studying English online, and for me, it's good. I think when the course is theoretic, I don't know, so law or history teacher, geography teacher, so I think it's possible. But for example, when the person does to be a doctor or dentist or engineer, I think it's impossible the classes only online. I think it's possible the middle, so 50%, I don't know, online, and another part presential. So, but all education being online, for me, it's impossible. That's it. How about you, Mirley? It's better your...
Yeah, I agree with you. I did my last year of college online because of the pandemic. And as an architect, I think that a lot of my classes were great online. We just went just fine. But we had also a lot of subjects in college that we needed our professors to be our side, teaching and showing us things in person. So I agree with you. If you're going to be a doctor or something that needs practical classes, I think online is not the best option. But I also think that learning online opens a lot of opportunities for us. For example, in my city, I could never have this type of conversation that I'm having with you now. And the internet allows us to have this kind of connection. We can talk to someone from all around the world. You can have classes from teachers from all around the world. And I think that's amazing.
Great point, Mirley. And I think about the audio, it's a little better. Sometimes it gets better, sometimes it gets bad, but I can understand the main point of what you're saying. So I think it's the most important for you to be here. And even though it had some problems, we can understand what you meant by your speech. So I agree with you. I think actually TNT is a great example of that, why online education is good. It's a great option for us to develop, to meet new people. But I see Anna's point when she said something about the practical exams and things like that. And also the interaction part, because I think education, school, college in general, it's not only about learning math or geography and the subjects, but about the interaction, to be around different people, to learn how to be around them, you know, to to learn to live with the differences, the different personalities, different points of view about life, different ages as well, because college is such a diverse place. Like we have people from all kinds of thoughts, you know. So I think it's really important for us to have this balance, as Anna said. How about you, Robert? What do you think about the question number 3?
In the moment is the best things of the world. I I can keep my daughters, of course. In a few minutes, I bake the cake because I have free time. But in some moments is very important face to face for other people's for making new friends, for discuss with your friends. It's very important. 50-50. That's it.
And how about you?
And you, Fern?
Yeah, guys. I think so about the theoric education, but I think impossible. When you have some education, you have to put something in practice. It's, for me, it's very impossible because you need to handle about the activity. You should develop some skill. But I think nowadays all the world is living a new normal because the experience most of the people have lived about the development about the internet. In my case, if, for instance, I remember a little while ago about before pandemic, I had the travel in India. I got there for 40 days, but I have a lot of problem because I can't there when I visit there I can't speak English, but another situation, another hand, not the India, the people don't speak English, the people speak a blend of the language, Tamil, Sanskrit, Indian. But when I come back to Brazil, I put in my head, I need to study English anyway. So I start learning English throughout just YouTube. I start follow several tours on YouTube, because of I start develop a lot my English. Sonia helped me a lot, with the friends, talk. So I think the education line is for me it's a new normal in the world, but some subject you need to practice, you need to have presential. You develop your education presential. And you, Sonia, what do you think about?
I think in some context, education being online is good, but in some other ones is not. Just an example for you guys, I have experienced taking some classes online and presential, I guess. I'm not sure, but oh my gosh, sorry guys. Can you hear my dogs barking?
That's okay.
A lot.
Okay, so I I'm learning Brazilian sign language, and it was really different when we were, in a classroom all together. I feel that I felt that I could learn more than we when we were online. So it was, oh my gosh, in this situation I could see how different it was. Being with my teachers, with my friends in a classroom, and on the other hand, being online, through a screen. It was, I think in this case, it's way better when you are in the classroom, to learn, for example, a sign language. But I know for sure that in other situation, it's good. It works, So it depends on situation.
Yeah, it's good because sometimes you can save money, for example, or you don't have to waste your time on public transportation. But I feel I miss this, like the chance to have the interaction, to hug, to be closer to people, That's my opinion. Mila, I think you didn't answer yet, right?
Yeah, I answered this. I just didn't.
Oh, okay. Sorry for the misunderstanding. We have around 10 minutes. I'm gonna choose some question. Let me see. Okay, question number 8. Do you remember a lesson that your parents' family have taught you? Robert, do you remember?
Yes, the friendship. My father teach me friendship. It's very important. Helping the peoples around around the world. Friendship the most important to me. My father teach me about this. My mother teach me about this friendship. That's it. And you, Anna?
I was thinking about that while you were speaking, and I think it's the respect the elderly and the other people. I think my parents has always said to me about that, and my mom has always said, don't use drugs. So for me, it's the phrase has always heard in my life, and that's it. How about you, Samia?
Same as you. The first thing that came to my mind when I saw the question, was that I needed to be respectful with elderly people. So that's something that I try to keep in my life. Whenever someone come here at my home, they say, "Oh, peça benção, né? Peça benção." That's how you can show respectful, for example, and speak with people that you see on the street, like to say hi, for your neighbors, for your parents, your relatives. So that's something they have taught me until now. And how about you, Robert?
I think he answered, right?
No, I respond this question.
Yeah.
The next is Fern.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or Sarah.
In my case, my parents taught me a lot about how to be human being. Even though my parents is so very rude, but the basic thing about the life, it's my parents taught me a lot, about this thing, about the love, about the religion, about the philosophy, about the life, because of I could develop a lot like a human being. If I remember I left my parent house very early, about 14 years old. I start to develop my life alone, but I have all the tools for me build my life, like a professional life, like a human being. I just say for my parent, thank you so much.
That's
And you,
perfect.
Sarah?
Just taught you how to be a human being and to be kind to other people. It's the greatest lesson. I'd say they taught me how to give, like to notice I have people around me that doesn't have so much, don't have as much as me, and I can help somehow. I should do it, being generous, and I think that's really important. And also being grateful for what I have, what I have accomplished, instead of looking for what I still don't have. And how about you, Mirley?
Yeah, my family taught me a lot of things. Like I left my parents' home very young. I was 14 when I left my hometown to live in São Paulo, and all the lessons that they taught me really helped me there. But there's something that my brother said to me when I was really young. He said that if you know how to read, you know how to do anything. And that's really helped me in my education, because there's a lot of things that I had to learn and there was no one to teach me. So I have to teach myself. And that really helped me to teach others. And I remember when I was in high school, I had this friend, she had trouble with a lot of classes, and I had to wake up in the middle of the night to teach her because she had a test the next day. And I remember that when I told that to my dad, he was like, "Oh, so you really are my child. You sacrifice something to someone else." And that's also a lesson that my family taught me to. Sometimes we have to sacrifice something to help other people. And I think that's it. The two main lessons that my family taught me.
That's a life lesson, so precious. You gotta cherish till your last day, because that's something some people take the whole life to learn that, and you have the chance to learn from your parents, your family, your brother in general. So it's really great. I really liked your answer. So guys, we don't have much time. I'd like for us to make question number 9, and I'm gonna start with Roger. What was your favorite moment or experience during your education, like in college or in school or other course you did? Number 9. You're muted?
It's me?
Oh, see. Oh,
Oh.
yes. Sorry.
Oh, in the school, in the school, at the school, the Portuguese teacher was my crush. In my mind, of course, in my mind. And in a competition in the school, I'm imitating a political. I don't know how can I say that. And I win. I win. I won. And my teacher hugged me. Oh my God! I don't believe it. And that's it. This favorite moment in my life in the school.
That's great.
And you, Anna?
In my case, I remember when I studied in my first school. The school was in front of my house, and it was very good because I can across when I wanted, because I was 5 years old. And I remember that my birthday, I was celebrated at school, and I had my friends with me, and the second memories I have, it's when I was my second school, and we played on break up. I don't remember, I don't know, it's playing in a circle, the roda. I remember, so it was very, very good. So that's it. How about you, Sonia?
Well, my favorite moment was when I came in third in this regional badminton championship, and then everyone in my school was really proud about this medal that I won. And then when I was in school, everyone, was asking me for my autograph, for autograph. And then I got famous, and I was, oh my gosh. So that's how it feels being a famous person. So it was really awesome, a good memory from that day. And how about you, Fur?
Yeah, my great moment about my education was when I could put in practice most of the thing I learned about the language. When I had my first conversation with native English speaker, for me, it's a great moment. In my middle school, about school, I don't have a great moment because most of the part of my school was like I I don't know how can I say in English, but my all the more most of the part of my school it's done about the supletivo. But in college, I remember we could simulate a judgment. I was allowed. I remember at the time I got so very shy. For me, it's amazing moment, a great moment. But I feel a lot accomplished when I could put in practice, develop some conversation with native English speaking. Oh, for me, it's amazing. Oh my gosh, I can speak English. I can talk in English. For me, it's amazing.
That's a great moment of realization for sure. Really,
Yeah.
we're gonna finish with you. Go ahead. You have 1 minute to give your
Okay,
answer.
I'm gonna try to be quick. When I was in high school, my school was very musical, and in my second year, it was their 65th anniversary, and it was a great commemoration, and they did a lot of musicals, and like I got to participate in 5 musicals in a year. And at the end of the year, we recorded a DVD, a musical DVD for the school, and among the other 4 musicals we did, and it was really great. We had a lot of practice, and I made a lot of friends. So for me, it was a great moment that I still can watch a few years later because I have the DVD.
That sounds like such a cool school. It was, my school was so boring, you know, like just the normal stuff, not like your high school musical school. So thanks for sharing. Guys, I think people are coming back now. I want to thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed today's conversation. Okay, so let me just, okay, Melissa is here, Bruna, Claudio, Kuzaya, so I'm gonna check with you how the conversation went. I want to start with Claudio. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello, Claudio.
And the conversation was great.
Okay, go ahead.
We could discuss about education at home and school. You can discuss about maybe the new technologies when we are facing the future to solve some problems. So it was pretty good, the conversation.
So what was your favorite subject when you was at school or college?
Yes, I answered in our room. I not appreciate any subject, even artistic education and physical education was my 2 favorite subjects in the school.
Okay, so thank you, Claude, for sharing. Guys, I shared with you 2 links. The first one is survey. You can give your feedback, a score, suggest a topic if you want. The second one is for the Pro plan. You can have more classes. You can have access to material, as I said at the beginning. And the third one is the YouTube link. So you can see yourself speaking. You can see what you could have said better, and you can learn. You can give likes and comments, all kinds of stuff. Okay, so I have one more question. Let me see. I'm gonna ask Uzaya. I want to ask you because you're new for me because I haven't met you yet. So I wanna know your opinion about question number 6. Is education just about school subjects or something bigger than this? What do you think? That's a great question.
Absolutely is about something bigger than this, because as I said in the other meetings, we know a lot of things that we don't learn in a class. We learn from other people's experience. We learn from our failures, and we learn in our daily life. Yeah, that's my opinion.
That's perfect. I totally agree with you. Thanks for coming. And Melissa, I have a question for you as well. What do you think about this idea of all education being online? Do you like it or no?
Yes, we discussed about it, and I really like it. I think when it's possible, it should be online, in my opinion, except for those subjects, those things that you need something practical. You know, you need to practice, like medicine, odontologic practices, and others. You know, so when it's possible, in my opinion, should be online. But when it's not, I think we should have both the classes online, and you go to school, to the college, only to the practical thing, you know. And also we mentioned, Claudio said, maybe in the future we have those things where you can meet people, being in different places and being able to do the practical part, like in a metaverse, you know, like you can see each other, but you are not there. Like we can see in the movies, you know, and he mentioned that it was really cool. I hope
Like a
so.
hologram. Like a hologram or something like that?
Something like a hologram, yes. You do the practical thing there, but you are not there, you know, like a hologram. Yes.
Metaverse is trending. I don't know much about it, but I think we should take a look at because it's the future, like it's around us. So I want to thank you guys for being here. Thanks, Melissa, for your answer, for sharing how it was a conversation. I bet it was great fun as well. And that's it. I hope you guys to keep coming to TNT and keep learning, improving, and have a great evening. It's 6 o'clock. We have another meeting coming, and that's all. Thank you, guys. Peace out.
Thank you, Sarah. So lovely as always.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Claudio, Kuzaya. Thank you.